to the Mopco Improv Theater. Let's give a round of applause. Thank you so much for coming out to our showcase for the class on short form improv games. In just a second, I will introduce your 5 performers for tonight who spent the last 6 weeks learning a variety of games where they practice working on scene skills and building characters, but also balancing that out with challenges or suggestions from you that kind of tweak those scenes a little bit, and that's part of the game. So you're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. Let's get a big round of applause for our 5 performers. You can join us in the line right here. All right, so they are going to line up because we are going to start with the game of Limerick. So they're going to improvise some limericks for you, one line at a time. They're going to make them up on the spot based on your suggestions. As a reminder, a limerick is a poetry form. It's a 5-line poem. Lines 1, 2, and 5 rhyme, and lines 3 and 4 rhyme independently of 1, 2, and 5. The limerick has a classic cadence. You can kind of sing it along with me if you know it, but it goes da 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 da. Da 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 da. All right, so that's the cadence. So what they're going to do is they're going to make up these limericks, and it's an elimination style game. So what happens if they can't come up with a rhyme, or if they fall way off that meter? We'll give them a little bit of leeway there. Or if they just can't think of something at all, well, we will say you're out of there. I'll call them out. Altogether, we'll say you're out of there. And then we'll get down to the final limerick teller. We will see who's the best limerick author of this group of people tonight. All right, so let's get an opening topic. What was your favorite subject in school?
History.
History. So we're going to go down the line starting this way. So Rachel, you will start with line 1, limericks about history. And begin.
I don't know much of the past.
But then I choose to go last.
So that's what I did.
I forgot exactly what I could have. Should have.
All right, Dean, is that We're close. All right. Let's stick with the topic of history. So now we're down to 4. We're going to start with John now. We'll do another limerick about history. All right, and then once it gets down to Lauren, it'll loop around back to Rachel. Okay? All right.
I love the thought of World War II.
I love the thought of peeing in my shoe.
These two things don't seem related.
But when it comes to...
It goes to Rachel.
How dare you?
All right, John.
That feels unfair.
He walked away. I was going to give him a pass. He walked away. Okay, let's stick with history. I think we can nail one on history here, but Brooke, I want you to start. So once again, it'll go Brooke, Lauren, Rachel, Brooke, Lauren, and so we'll go back around. So you're going to start with the first line, Brooke, history.
History.
But nobody talks about her story.
She was a fine woman.
Who loved to eat cake.
Okay, that is... See, it's funny because it's true. If you met this woman, you'd be like, oh yeah, her, she loves cake. All right. So let's get a new topic. History can be tough sometimes. Let's get a new topic. How about any object? Just yell it out.
Tree.
What was that?
Tree.
A tree. Okay, let's get a wonderful limerick about a tree. Lauren, you're going to start us off.
I climbed up the biggest pine I could find.
But then I started to whine.
I slowly slipped down.
To the ground there was a clown.
And they kicked me right in the behind.
That was great. All right, so let's stick with the topic of trees. All right, Rachel, you'll start this one, and now I'm gonna call it if we don't get a really tight rhyme there. Okay, all right. So start us off. Trees.
My father, he was a lumberjack.
My mother always made him a good snack
He went out one day,
to join the parade.
and now he will never come back.
We had one sort of sideways rhyme there. I'm gonna call it real hard this time. But the rhyme's gonna be right on. Lauren, start us off. One more about trees.
Maples are the finest of all the trees.
They're finer than all of the bees.
If you run into one,
Don't carry a gun.
because you're gonna get, I don't know.
All right, so Lauren is eliminated. Rachel has won this round. Excellent work, Rachel. All right, so you can take a seat there. We're going to go to our next game where we will need Dan, John, and Brooke to come up. So this is the game of replay. We're going to do an emotional style replay. So now we'll have two of you start on stage and one off the side to add in as another character later. Okay, so for the game of replay, what we're going to do is these three actors are going to improvise a scene based on your suggestion of what's something you find inside your house. Toilet is there. They can go any way they want with it. So the scene suggestion is toilet, and they will improvise an approximately 1 minute scene having something to do with toilets. I'll explain the rest from there. All right, players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes,
All right, begin your scene on toilets.
it's jammed.
I know.
The poop is like going around in circles. He's coming over right away. I mean, he's coming over like minutes.
But I really have to go.
Out the window. Here. Out the window. Hang it out the window and go.
Honey, I'm home. Honey, you gonna let me in? I forgot my keys.
Sure. Okay. Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh.
Where are you?
I really need to go, but there's an issue with the toilet.
He's the UPS guy, and he had a package to deliver.
It's better than Amazon Prime, but I get no breaks on UPS too.
It's just a mess. UPS is terrible, terrible. He's rushing all day. He has no place to poop, so he comes to our house and the toilet. It's you see.
All right, we'll call scene right there. That's what it is. All right. That was an excellent scene. All right, so they're going to remember all the things they did in that scene because now we are going to replay that scene. We'll do it in different emotional styles. So I want to get from you in the audience 3 contrasting emotions. Let's get one emotion, just yell it out. Euphoric. Yeah, I heard euphoric, and I also believe I heard sad back there. So those are 2 very good contrasting ones. So one is euphoric, one is sad. Let's get one other
Horrified.
emotion. What was that?
Horrified.
And horrified. That's a good contrasting emotion. So we have euphoric, sad, and horrified. Okay, and let's replay them in that order. So they're going to do that scene that you just saw earlier, but they're going to do it as if all characters are euphoric. All right, players, you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Yes. It's clogged. The thing is clogged. It's floating. Look. It's floating around.
I don't have to look, I can feel it.
Oh, that's so good. You've been constipated, right? This is great.
But it's teaching me great discipline. And I feel like with that discipline, that's what sets you free. But again, though, we do really need this guy to get here. So
How about some, like, out the window? Out the window.
Honey, I'm home.
It'll free your
Can you let me in? I left my keys at work.
Sure. Hi, honey. No, so good to see you.
Oh, nice to see you. Oh.
Look who's here.
hey, how are you?
Hey, I don't no idea who you are, but it's very nice to meet you.
I'm a UPS guy. Sometimes now and then I get to use your bathroom.
Really?
There's no breaks.
But
Did you get to go?
No.
It's floating. It's swirling. It's swimming. It's plugged. It's jammed. It's clogged.
Oh, wow, that's great.
It is.
Scene. All right. Excellent first replay. Now they're going to replay that original scene again. This time they're all very sad. Begin.
The thing is clogged.
Yeah, I know. And I really have to go.
I know you do. I can smell. Oh my gosh. How about the window? Would you be willing to hang out the window? Oh, I'm gonna open the
I
window.
can't believe this is happening again.
I know. I'm so sorry.
You know, if they don't give me any more breaks, this is why I have to switch jobs. I have to go to the bathroom.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh no.
Can you open the door? I left my keys at
Yeah,
work.
come on in. I got a problem. I'm so sorry. And here, you explain.
Your toilet's clogged again.
Yeah.
Usually I'm the UPS guy. Usually when I come around, I use your bathroom. I get to go.
That's
Can I have
okay,
breaks?
Ryan. It's not
Can I have
okay
fun?
if he uses the toilet.
And that's scene. Okay, all right. We're gonna see that original scene replayed one more time, but this time they're all horrified. Horrified, begin.
Oh my gosh! What's going on?
It's happening again.
Oh, oh no! Oh my!
It's clogged. I have to go. I don't know where to go.
He's coming home.
He's coming home.
He's coming home. How about the window? The window.
People are gonna see.
That's okay.
Help me! The streets, they're full of shit! Help me! Holy shit! What is going on?
It's him. It's his fault. He did it.
You what?
It's him. Get him.
And that's scene. All right, there you go. Let's get a big round of applause for the team for a replay. Oh. Awesome. All right, now for the next game, we're gonna bring up 3 chairs, and we will bring up Lauren, Rachel, and John because it's the game of Advice Panel. All right, we'll grab that third chair. You are so lucky to be here today because, folks, we are going to give you the life advice you've been looking for, but it's going to be done by these 3 characters. They're going to create characters based on your suggestions. So let's start by getting an occupation. Yell out a type of job.
Undertaker.
Undertaker. Okay, so Undertaker is your suggestion. You'll create a character out of that. How about what is something that scares you?
Bears.
Bears. Okay, so your character, something to do with bears. You're inspired by that. And what is something that you would find in your basement?
Dust.
Dust. All right. Your character is inspired by dust. All right. Here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DV studio for our advice panel. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Oh. You know how the show works. You have questions about life, love, tough decisions that you need to make, and our team of experts is going to give you the advice you need. But first, you need to meet them. So we're going to start down here with expert number 1. Please quickly introduce yourself.
I'm Snickers McGee. And I take things from people. From underneath.
It's an interesting way to do it. I bet you have a lot of great advice.
Boy, do I.
All right, and expert number 2. Tell us about yourself.
My name is Jimbo, and I am a bear whisperer.
Ooh, so we have an animal expert. If you've got animal questions, you wanna ask those. Great, so great to have you here, Jimbo. All right, and expert number 3.
My name is Dustin. I'm currently homeless and I live in basements.
All right, so we'll get a really interesting, very different perspective from expert number 3, but you're gonna get great advice on any questions you have. So I'm gonna go out to our studio audience here. Who has a question about life, love, jobs, and, a question down here, yes.
My boyfriend cheated on me again. Should I take him back?
Oh my goodness, her boyfriend has cheated on her again. Should she take him back? We're gonna start with Snickers down there, all
Let me
right?
tell you about taking things back. You just gotta get in there. You gotta snag him and you gotta grab him from underneath. And you go, you're mine. And you take him home and you know the rest.
All starts with grabbing him from underneath. All right, so, Jimbo, do you have a different perspective on this question?
Yeah, I have a little So I think you gotta, leave some snacks out. and he's gonna come get them. And that should really do it after that. The snacks are the key to everything. It works for bears, it'll work for people.
That's pretty much true always, right? Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, Dustin, what's your advice?
If he cheated, you need to kick him out, because then he'll be homeless like me. And he will live with me. So get rid of him.
Yeah, and that sounds like a pretty bad penalty for him. So, all right. But do we have another question from our audience? Oh, right here.
How do you keep your head up during tough times?
Oh, that's good. We all go through some tough times. Let's give this gentleman some good advice. So once again, let's start down and then with Snickers there. So how do you keep your head up in tough times?
Well, the thing is, you see, some people think you gotta keep your head up, but actually you gotta keep your head down. Because when you have your head down, I think you know where this is going, you can get underneath. You're right underneath, and then you take your life back. You got this, man.
Yeah, you got this. All right, Jimbo, I'm sure you've got some great advice too. So how do you keep your head up? How do you keep your spirits high?
So what I do, I go out into the woods and I hang out with the bears. I give them some food and they come and sit next to me, and the moms don't always like it. So you gotta run if they start coming. But I think hanging out with bears would be your best bet.
This is a good time to bring up that the views of each individual panelist are not the views of the television station, and we accept no liability. Justin, what about you? Keeping your head up? What's it all about?
Even in rough times, you always have to keep a gratitude journal. I'm that poor that I have to carve and finger write my gratitude in dust. But I'm very grateful for a roof over my head, and I haven't been caught yet. Living in people's basements.
There you go. So yes, write it all down, finger or pencil to paper, either works. Let's get one more question. I know they've got great advice here. Yes, you right there, sir.
What's the secret to success?
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. All right, well, you got to give it all away here. The secret to success, he wants to know. So let's start once again with Snickers down there.
In this capitalist society, people think we need to go to work, eat 9 to 10. But really, you gotta write that novel. You gotta get underneath it. You know the rest.
I think you do know the rest. All right, so get in there. Jimbo, what about the secret to success for you?
So I'd have to say the snacks are a big secret to success for me, and you might want to carry like some bear mace on you. That's the other tip.
Yeah, bear mace, always useful. Dustin, take us home. What's your best advice for reaching success?
Always keep a low profile and never compare yourself to anyone else, even when there's dust all around you.
Because comparing yourself would be
Not good.
not good. Not good. All right, let's get a big round of applause for our guys. They're awesome. Great job, guys. All right, if you don't mind taking the chairs to the back. And next, we will grab Rachel, Brooke, and Dan for the game of Scantron. So Rachel, Brooke, and Dan. And once again, let's start with 2 on and 1 off who to support. Okay, so we're going to start with Brooke and Dan here. Okay, so hopefully everybody remembers those Scantron tests you took in school where you had to fill out the bubbles, choice A, B, or C. We're going to do a scene, but it's going to be kind of like that. But you are going to decide, based on the choices the actors give, which way you want the scene to go. Okay? So let's start with a suggestion to base their scene on. What's a type of location you can find in any big city?
Library.
The library. Okay, so your scene will start in the library, and you'll see how the choices go from there. All right, players, begin.
Hello. How can I help you here? Is there a book you're looking for, or you just gonna stare at me, or?
Yeah, I'm looking for a book.
Okay.
I'm in the right place, right?
This is the library.
This is
So-
the New York Public Library.
Well, yes, in fact it is. We have a wide variety of selections here. So, what type of-
Freeze! Alright, take a freeze right there. Now, what happens next with these characters? Choice A
She starts talking about Jeffrey Dahmer.
or choice B?
He asked her what type of book she wants again.
Alright. Applaud for the choice that you would like to see the most. Choice A, Jeffrey Dahmer. Choice B, he politely wants to help. I'm glad we have some claps for politeness, but it's Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay, and continue.
Jeffrey? Is that you? Jeffrey?
Me? Or
Yeah, it's Llewellyn.
you're asking if my name is Jeffrey?
I've been looking for you. Yeah. Jeffrey, you know, Jeffrey D. I used to call you Jeff D. Remember? You don't remember.
I couldn't
You
tell
taught
you.
me some tricks.
I
You
taught
taught me
you
some
some
real
tricks.
good tricks, yes.
Freeze! Right there. All right. What happens next? And remember, we've got Rachel on the side as well. So, choice A
She talks about what those tricks are.
or choice B?
She talks about what those tricks are.
Applaud for she talks about what those tricks are. Okay, great, great. Let's find out. I'm going to regret this. Let's find out what those tricks are. Go.
The hot oil. I've tried that one. I've got a corpse in my house right now. I poured hot oil into it.
You're talking about like chicken cutlets?
Oh.
Or
Jeffy D! Oh my god! You remember those tricks you taught me?
Freeze! Freeze! Okay, now I have to know. Okay, what was Rachel's character juggling? Choice A
Eggs.
or choice B
chicken cutlets.
or choice C?
Books.
Okay, applaud for the one you like best. She was juggling eggs, actual chicken cutlets, or books. Oh, that was close. I think she was doing chicken cutlets. Go!
Oh, like the meat market!
Yeah, I remember you now. Hey, how's it going?
It's great. I started juggling and I haven't stopped for a while and I'm just so grateful for everything that you've taught me.
Oh no, please.
You want a chicken cutlet? Ready? Yeah, you feel the motion? Have you ever juggled before? I'm thinking hot oil. We could sizzle them up later, but now's for juggling.
Chicken
All right,
cutlet.
pass me one. Yeah, here you go. Ready? Yeah.
Freeze! What happens next? Choice A.
Everyone drops the chicken cutlets all at once.
Choice B.
We admit that this is all a lie and it's really a serial killer cult.
Or choice C.
This person over here and I are going to get him and eat him.
All right, applaud for the one you like best. Choice A, we drop the cutlets. All right, choice B, we give up the charade, and it's all serial killer cult. Oh God. Choice C, eat him. Woo! All right, that's it. Go for it.
Yeah.
Let's get him.
Yeah, jinx up, Jeppy.
Yeah, come on.
We're ready.
And that's scene. All right, give me a round of applause. All right, we got just a few minutes left, so we're going to do this last one quickly. Let's get everyone up here except for Rachel, I think is out for this one. And let's get John. Are you guessing? Yeah. All right, so John is going to leave the room here real quick. And let's see, we need one more chair. All right. So what I need from you, look at some quick suggestions here. All right, so first of all, for Dan, what's a well-known fictional character? Movies, TVs?
Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks. Okay, so for Lauren, who is a celebrity of some kind?
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. Okay, all right. And Brooke is someone from history. Who is that?
George Washington.
And you are George Washington. All right. Let's quickly review. So Dan, you are.
Misa Jar Jar Binks.
Good job. Lauren
Scarlett Johansson.
and Brooke.
George Washington.
All right. So we need to get John back in the room on the count of 3. Let's yell, "Hey John, get in here!" 1, 2, 3. Hey John, get in here! All right, here he comes. Let's give him a big round of applause. That's right, folks. It's time for your favorite game show, the dating game. Our contestant John is going to ask our suitors over here questions to see who is going to be the perfect match for him. John, are you excited?
I'm ready to find love.
All right, well, we are ready to help you, right, audience? Right? Oh, my goodness. All right, start us off with the first question for their 3 suitors here.
Contestant 1, describe your perfect date.
Misa think that we could fly around in a spaceship and Misa could cook for you and we could go to any planet you would like.
Oh, space sounds exciting, right?
It really does.
All right, do you want to stick with the same question for the other 2?
Sure. Contestant 2, describe your perfect date.
My perfect date. We might go see a movie. And I like superhero movies.
Nice.
Yeah, and then we could also maybe go watch some live comedy skits after.
Wow.
Yeah, look at movies, adventure type movies, sketch comedy. Sounds great, right?
That's fantastic.
All right.
Contestant 3, what's your perfect date?
I would probably want us to take a boat across a very tumultuous river on a rainy and cold, bitterly cold afternoon going towards evening with several other people in the boat. And we might not make it across, but that would be the exciting part of it.
That sounds exciting. Can you picture it?
It's so horrifying, I can't.
All right, well, let's get your next question.
All right, contestant 1, what's your favorite movie?
Well, 3 come to mind, 3 to 6. The latest are no good. But they sold my rights away, so it was a big issue.
So you're an actor.
In a far, far away place.
All right.
All right, yeah, just actors, maybe a little temperamental, but
Yeah.
maybe fun for a date, maybe interesting.
That's
All right, what about?
Contestant 2, describe the perfect person.
Oh, the perfect person. The weekend updates. I guess Colin Jost, that's all I'll say.
Okay. Nice.
Have you anchored any comedy shows recently?
No, not at all. But
All right, well, I don't know if this is going to be the best match, but
all right. Well, contestant 3, have you ever been in love before?
Yes, I have. I love most of all this country. I would give my life for this country.
and that is not a lie. They do not tell lies. I just want to be clear. So
I've never
cannot
lied.
do it.
I
Yeah,
have never lied.
not at all. All right, we got time for one last question. So fire away. We want to find out who's the perfect match for you, John.
All right. Well, contestant 1, what's your political party?
The Old Republic.
Okay. I actually screwed up. That was supposed to be for you. But,
You can ask the same question.
Contestant 2, what's your political party?
Probably mostly Democratic.
Okay. And contestant 1, or contestant 3. Contestant 3. What is your political party?
That's a difficult question. I have a great deal of money. I have slaves, and you would be a part of my plantation, really, in a certain kind of way.
Okay.
But as far as party, it's the Republic all the way.
Yeah, when you're at the beginning of something, sometimes you don't really try, choose a party per se.
Okay.
All right, John, we need to find out who is your perfect match. Now, I know that unfortunately 2 of these suitors you will not be able to go on a date with.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us, first of all, who you did not choose?
Contestant 3, you're a huge, I would say you're a huge part of American history. You never told lies. So I gotta say no, George.
All right, we understand. Sometimes,
That's fine.
Okay.
yeah, old school can be really tough, really differences in personality. So sorry, George Washington. All right, who else are
What's
you?
a movie?
We'll go over that later. Well, backstage. All right, John, who else did you not choose?
Contestant 1, you ruined really good things. So I gotta say no to you, Jar Jar.
Sorry, Jar Jar Binks. All right, Jar Jar sounds very disappointed, but that means you do have a love match here.
Yes.
Tell us why you chose who you chose.
Well, contestant 2 was really mysterious, anchoring comedy shows. You know Colin Jost, Michael Che.
No.
Maybe somebody who knows Colin Jost in a more intimate way and loved the Avengers,
Black Widow.
who's played by actress.
Scarlett Johansson.
That's right! Let's give it another applause. Our deputy contestant. Let's get Rachel back up here. All right, everybody stand up here. Thank you so much for coming to the class showcase. Right after this show, we've got our Friday night show, which is a participatory improv show. So if you like what you see and you're like, hey, I want to maybe join in some improv games, watch some improv performers, and join the action on stage as well, that's coming up next. Because you're here, you can get half-price tickets to the next show. If you want to join us for other classes, check out enrollment at mopco.org. But there's always Monday night workout nights. That's just a drop-in on any Monday night for a small fee, and you get to learn improv games, meet fun people, do a lot of fun stuff like this. So I want to get one last round of applause for Dan, Lauren, Brooke, John, and Rachel. Amazing. All right, thanks for coming out.
hands together for tonight's dynamic, talented, wonderful, handsome MC, Mr. Michael Burns.
Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. And thank you for that beautiful introduction. I'm humbly grateful for that. Welcome to the Mopco Improv Theater. My name is, in fact, Michael Burns. You know your name, and that's a good thing. If you don't, you've come to the right place. You can make up a new one, and we'll be totally supportive of that. Tonight is The Water is Fine, and I just want to check on something. So this show is designed to encourage a lot of audience involvement. Now, somebody out there, I can just feel the vibe. Somebody is saying, please, dear God, no, don't make me do anything. We don't. We will never coerce or otherwise drag anybody up onto the stage. Since it's The Water is Fine, we just call that beach chair. It's like, yep, I'm sitting here, it's cool, thank you, leave me the hell alone. Don't make me get in the water. Totally, absolutely cool, okay? I do want to quiz you. A lot of our shows we stream on YouTube. We haven't been streaming this one. But it dawned on me, it's such a small room. Would anybody mind if we put it, our YouTube broadcasts usually get literally a dozen or more viewers. We're very popular. Does anybody have an objection? Maybe you're here with somebody you shouldn't be. Is it good if we go public streaming on this? Sure. Okay. All right, Casey, so you can switch that over, right? Beautiful. And that way, if is that your car?
I have no idea.
Okay, let's give him a round of applause. I really hope it's not my car. That's stop, right? Might be.
Was it yours? We're good. We're good.
Excellent. That's beautiful. So I have some members, in addition to folks that I hope will come up and help us with various things, some members of the Mop and Bucket Company. Please wildly applaud them as they enter the room. The Mop and Bucket Company. Yes. Jason and Allie and Tom, what we want to do, we often start with a warm-up game that warms us up, warms up the audience as well. I want to just see if we can just demonstrate like one little piece of this game and then invite, say, 3 to 4 more people who might want to join us in playing the game from the audience. The name of the game is Objection. You, of course, now are all attorneys. And what they need is something non-controversial, if there is such a thing left in our culture, a non-controversial thing to... Elephants. Thank you very much. Wow, that's weird. Oh, it's you. Now I understand. Don't worry about it. Okay. Elephants.
One of the most amazing creatures to ever walk this earth is that elephant.
Objection.
Yes.
Rhinos are better.
Sustain.
All right. Rhinoceroses are so cool because they have that gigantic horn on the front of their...
Objection.
Yes.
The plural, I think, is rhinoceri.
Sustained? I'm not sure about that.
I think there's octopi, and so then doesn't it make sense for them to be rhinoceri? I mean, I don't know if, I think it's a Greek root. No, it's a Latin root.
Objection!
Yeah.
There are no roots in animals. They are not plants.
And it goes on. You've got it? Okay, so John, if you can reach behind you in that clever way of yours, running a camera and a light board at the same time, and bring up a little bit of house. There we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, John!
This is high-tech, high-budget theater, folks. There is no question about it. So I'm looking for like maybe 3 or 4 people from the audience who might want to join us in playing this game to kick us off.
Come on
Do
up.
we have it? You don't have to, but all right. We got 1, 2, 3.
All right.
3. All right, and so I do not know you, sir, but Greg, could you tell us your name?
Hi, I'm Greg.
Great. And of course, this is Jason and Allie and Tom and Jonathan. I don't know your name either. Could you tell us your name?
Jonathan.
Great. And Rich, tell us your name.
Rich?
Great. It's a small community here. Okay, so we're going to restart. Could we have, again, something non-controversial?
Driving cabs.
Fish.
What was that over there?
Toast.
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 Toast is the finest breakfast food in America by far. Every morning you can make a crispy slice all your
Objection!
own.
Yes.
Toast doesn't have to be crispy.
Sustained.
Sometimes the best toast is the toast that's a little white on both sides. It's a little floppy when you take it out of the toaster or the toaster oven. Then when you slather
Objection.
it,
Yeah.
I don't use a toaster.
Sustained.
I just kind of like spear the slice and like hold it over an open flame. And have a Bunsen burner.
Objection!
Yes.
You're not supposed to have open flames.
Overruled.
Anyways, I took
Objection! I have 4 different flames.
Sustained.
one is named Samantha, one is named
Objection!
Yes.
Samantha's my wife!
Oh, sustained.
I am so appalled. I thought it was love. We had our first date 10 years ago.
Objection!
Yes.
It was love for me.
Overruled.
Thank you. We went to the movies together and we both reached for the popcorn at the same time.
Objection!
Yes.
I am allergic to popcorn.
Sustained.
It pops and it's there and it's covered in butter and I just hate it. It slips out of your hands. It gives me hives. Hate popcorn. Awful food. Why isn't it every movie theater? It just...
Objection.
Yeah.
I want to get hives. Everyone talks about their allergies causing hives, but that sounds so cool. Suddenly having bees. I mean, like, I would like to keep bees, and so if I could, like, just have something, and then suddenly a bee house appears. I mean, that would be the
Objection.
best thing
Jonathan.
Beehives, not bee houses.
ever. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, we'll hear that.
It's not a square, beautiful house with windows and doors. It is a round cone thing that hangs from the tree. That the
Objection! He's making me hungry with cone things.
You have the ice
30 seconds.
You have the ice cream cone, you have the dunce cone, you have all kinds of different cones.
Objection!
Yeah.
Cylinders are better.
Overruled.
Cones that you can stuff full of various different
Objection?
Yeah.
You know who liked ice cream cones? Samantha!
Sustained.
After we finished
15
popcorn, we got out for ice cream, and she let me lick the top of her ice cream.
Objection!
Yeah.
Oh, there's kids in the audience.
Yeah. That's overruled. Keep talking.
Okay, so we
10 seconds.
We had desserts together, and she was the sweetest person I ever knew, and I still wish I was married to her.
Jason, you've got to be the winner of this. Thank you very much to our 3 volunteers and to our 3 cast members. You guys are wonderful. Anybody who comes up is eligible for a fabulous prize, which are Mopco stress balls. So, Greg, have you ever gotten a Mopco stress ball? I know these guys have like 30 each.
Yes.
You have.
I have
I can't
not quite
even-
30.
I can't even give the Mopco stress balls.
They've been popular for so long
Very
now.
stressful for me. But that's okay. So the way this show works, as you can see, is the audience can help us out. Sometimes we just do things, just the company members. And this is not a show order so much as it is a list of things that might happen tonight. Because I was very lazy today and didn't put show order together. But at this point, all 3 of you should be ready to go, okay? We're going to do a little Greek chorus if I can get 3 more audience volunteers to help us out. And I'll tell you what, 1 right here, very good. We need a little 2 right here, thank you. And do we have a 3rd? The Greek chorus, where? Right? Right? Oh, now are you pointing at somebody else because?
No, he actually raised.
You did raise your hand?
Come on, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so if we can just kind of back up, just kind of be a diagonal right about here, like a diagonal line, so there we are, perfect, just like that. And could I get your names, please?
Hi, I'm Mike.
Mike, I know you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, indeed.
You're awesome.
And
I
Robin,
have
what's your
many
name?
names.
Yes, Robin.
yes, Robin.
Robin is one of them.
I'm Daniel.
Daniel,
Yeah.
could we please give these wonderful people? Now, the ancient Greek theater, this is where I lecture you for half an hour while you stand in front of me. No, the ancient Greek theater started with just dancers in a circle on a plane, and then they said, that's getting boring. So they added an actor, and the actor kind of started working on story stuff, but that got boring, so they added a second actor. And guess what? That got boring too, so they added a third actor. Now things were cooking. Now they got some theater happening. But they needed even more, so some of those dancers like to talk as much as they like to dance, so they became the Greek chorus. And that is what you will play in the scene that is about to take place. The Greek chorus would say things like, "Oh, woe unto thee." Try that in unison, would you please?
Oh, woe unto thee.
Give them a hand. Yes. But see, I'm not going to necessarily help you out with what to say. That's the improvisational part, but you have to say it in unison. Right?
We kind of gotta feel it out.
You got to feel it out. You got to really listen to each other.
One
You have to
syllable
be
words.
you have to be deeply connected to the action of the dramatic scene that is about to unfold.
All right.
Yeah.
So, are we like singing in tune or just like regular talking voice?
You need to be here more. That is a beautiful question. You know, really, whatever strikes you as the right thing to do.
Whatever comes out.
Yeah, it's all good.
falsetto here. Who's got
So the chorus is ready. So now, this is in the style of the ancient Greek theater, but of course, we're not doing Oedipus Rex. It's messy. We just want a mundane home type situation.
Laundry.
Doing the laundry at home. And ultimately it'll be all three of you, and I'll help you guys a little bit. Although you need no help.
Me?
I can tell. So.
Why must I do this laundry? Oh, why?
Euphestus, my friend, I've brought the dryer sheets.
The dryer sheets.
For so long we have been sad and forlorn.
Sad and forlorn. Like a spring day, it smells. It smells.
We must try. These scents will reignite our lives.
Our lives are. Oh, woe unto us, quarters we not have for said laundry. Oh, woe unto us.
I lost my debit card thing as well.
Debit card thing as well. What to do are we?
Let me just freeze this because this scene is going so well. We will want the third actor to come in. And when the third actor comes in, a line or two, but then it's going to be the Greek chorus's turn to do the long extended speech because you guys are ready for it.
We're ready for it?
Yes, you are. All right? All right, so let's keep the scene going. I know they can do this.
Perhaps someone on the street has found said wallet and will bring it to us in the near future. On the street.
Porters!
And then along came the neighbors.
It's my lucky day today. Found a wallet.
Guess what she found on the floor?
Yeah, keep going, chorus. Keep going, chorus. Tell us all about her.
mighty
Oh,
wallet
well,
of legendary leather with a chain.
All right, give it up, Mr. All right, thank you so much. You get a stress ball. You get a stress ball.
I get a stress ball.
Here we go. Yes. These are the genuine Mopco stress balls, except no substitutes. Thank you so much for helping us out. All right, well. I know, like seasoned improvisers and actors who look at that chorus thing with great fear, and this person's asking, "Do you want us to sing in tune?" Amazing what happens in this place. It really is. Let's just do some. You know what? I don't know. Whomever wants to, we're just going to do a scene because I don't get to do much in this show except wave this around and you know. Yeah, that's all. Just a scene. Just an improvised scene. Is there anything you want to ask for?
What's a non-familial relationship?
Captain and first mate.
Captain?
Have we reached the phenomenon?
Well, it's very hard to say, Captain. Things keep flickering out there, which is pretty phenomenal, but I'm not sure if that's the phenomenon.
Yeah. It seems like we're good at running the ship, but I don't know anything about astronomy or space.
Is this about astronomy? Oh my God, I was on the water. Cool. So this is a phenomenon. Captain, we are merging two completely different realities. And now I see it. We're in space. Holy crap.
Our ship was oddly in a parking lot.
Yes.
Then we were on the
Beeping.
water. And
Yes.
now we're in space and things are blinking.
Captain, I think I need to do a spacewalk to determine whether this is the true phenomenon or just an echo of the phenomenon.
Clarifying question. Is any time you walk while we're in outer space a spacewalk, or do you need to do something?
Oh, that is so
Oh, you're doing it! Wow, spacewalking!
Captain, this is so cool! I don't think that's what I meant, though. No, I meant go out. There.
What will you walk on?
Well, it's a figurative term. I'll have a kind of an umbilical cord attaching me to the ship. And if I just tried to walk, I wouldn't really move at all because it's a vacuum. I'll have to push off and then sort of go like this to move.
Just a minute ago, you said you didn't know much about astronomy, and now look at you with your no gravity and your...
You remind me so much of my sister. But this was a non-familial relationship. Captain, realities are merging all over the place. For a moment there, I flickered into an improv theater in the 20th century.
Those died out a long time ago.
I had no idea that our art form was just going to be killed tonight. That's an amazing thing. So there are two others here, and we need just one volunteer who would be part of a three-headed expert. And if you know what I'm talking about, you can just pass that on. Oh, very good. Why don't you take the middle there? That's good. Actually, that looks weird. Why don't you switch places with Jason?
Or maybe I should be on.
Yeah, no, now it's good because it's just a. Yeah. We've got a right. No, that's okay. You don't have to worry. It's just like, it's like the beginning of the roller coaster. That's perfect. So, Brooke, what's your name?
I think it's Brooke.
Brooke, good. And you actually have some familiarity with this game.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good, beautiful. So, by joining forces like this, these three individuals have become one entity, one incredibly intelligent, wise being. So intelligent that it needs three craniums to hold all of its brain power. And it is here to answer our questions on any topic under the sun. What's a good topic?
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts. Something loaded with mystery. Thank you.
Sugar and cardboard.
Could you? Yes. And that's what I'm wondering about. Could you please try to explain to us all the difference between Pop-Tarts and the cardboard in which they are shipped?
You might
Sometimes
think that
everyone
is
a flugelhorn
however, you
would.
be
Wrong.
So
we
Eat
many
Pop-Tarts
and
drink
many
sorts
of
orange.
disgustingness.
So, in other words, you don't know either. Telling me that truly is one of the great mysteries of the universe, whether Pop-Tarts are in fact pastry or cardboard. Who dreamed them up? Can you tell us a bit about the inventor of Pop-Tarts?
they were
Invented
by
very
smelly
Man
who
really
had
never
taken
his
bath.
Okay, they were invented by a very smelly man who'd never taken his bath. Moving right along from that as quickly as we possibly can before we think about it too much. They're wrapped in that weird kind of like space blanket mylar. What is the deal with that? What's the deal with the wrapping?
it is
Very
space
strong
and
mylar.
ish.
oriented.
So it's very space strong and mylar-ish oriented. That's a comfort to me somehow. What is the shelf life?
The
Shelf
Life
is
over
100,000
years.
Yeah. That's also comforting. You know, if it hits the fan, we've got our Pop-Tarts. Any questions from the audience?
I got one.
Yeah.
Cooked or raw?
raw.
Okay. Simple as that. And you're, silly me, I would have said cooked. Right? Any other questions? Yes.
Pop-Tarts saved my marriage.
Well,
you
Could
try
seeing
if
a
therapist.
help
You
eat
less
pop
tarts.
Yeah, we can talk after the show. Give you some referrals. I think the fact that you just sort of left a trail of crumbs accidentally as you walked in was a tip-off to everybody.
Got a problem.
Yeah. Found myself powerless over Pop-Tarts. One last question from the audience. Right here.
What is the nutritional value of moon cheese?
Of what?
Moon cheese. I want to know about the nutritional makeup.
Oh, of the moon cheese, the Pop-Tart. Yes.
the
nutritional
Values
of
moon
cheese
should
never
ever.
be
disclosed.
Let's give it up for Brooke helping us out. Thank you so much, Brooke. I have to agree with that. That makes perfect sense to me. Wonderful. I think I have to mark that we've already done Greek chorus. Wouldn't it be embarrassing if I started the intro there? It would be really bad. Yeah, do I dare do this?
Yes.
Yes?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, okay, how do you guys feel about arms through? Anybody want it?
Sure.
Yeah? I got 3 willing improvisers here. So, I think we'll start with 2. Just so, Allie and Jason perhaps. I need 2 audience volunteers who are going to come up and be the arms and hands of 2 characters in the upcoming scene. Now, you were already up. Can I get a little bit of house? What I want to do is see if we can spread the wealth a little bit. Maybe somebody who hasn't been up yet wants to try this out. Or maybe you're right on the money. Could be. Aha, very good.
Do it.
Yes. And, going once, going twice, I have a backup. Oh, okay. Okay, great. Very good, thank you. So here's the deal. This game is called Arms Through, which should be pretty self-explanatory. The improvisers in the front, as you can see, they are doing the standard arms through stance, and you will be their arms and hands. So go ahead and put the arms through as the game is named, just like that. Perfect. And just play the scene as you normally would. What? Okay. Could we have a location that would fit here on the stage for this?
Madagascar.
Madagascar wouldn't really quite fit in.
Gas station.
A gas station, I heard that. I heard a gas station. All right, scene it.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, Kevin. You know, the pumps are getting low again. When is your cousin gonna bring around more gas for the pumps?
I don't know. I thought you were gonna call. Oh, you asked me to call. Oh, I forgot. I'm
That's
so
right.
Sorry.
Look at this pump over here. Look at this pump over here, Kevin. I'm gonna take it right off. Take it right off. Hit up. I'm gonna look. I'm pulling the trigger.
Oh, careful with that.
Oh, there's nothing coming out. Just a couple of drips.
Oh,
We're
that's
not
real
gonna-
sad. Oh no. All right. Well, I guess I'll call him right now. My phone's right in my pocket.
All right. I'll just line up this cigarette while we're waiting here.
Hey.
I know it's a bad habit, but.
Hey, Jerry. Hey. Oh, I forgot to dial. Hey, Jerry. Can you come on by with the gas? Yeah, I know it's last minute. Yeah. All right, friend. Cousin. All right, thanks. Okay.
I'm just so stressed, Kevin. We need to make money off this gas station. It's our last chance.
Well, how about scratch-offs? Have you been selling those?
Well, I kind of scratched them off myself. Right here in my pocket, I got like 10 of them. I thought I would win, but I didn't win nothing.
Well, all right, so we don't have gas. You used up all the scratch-offs.
Yeah, I'm thinking real hard.
What about all the different flavors of Red Bull? There's like blue Red Bull and red Red Bull.
I got the green Red Bull right over here. All right. Oh, here. I'm gonna give you some. Here, I'm gonna open it up. Here, I'll open the top. Here, you help me open it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Did you just toss that cigarette on one of the gasoline drugs?
Yeah. Something smells kind of smoky here. Oh, just open the Red Bull.
Okay.
The green one, I think, is gonna make us millions. All right, drink up, Kevin.
Oh. Oh, wow. Oh.
Good stuff, huh?
Oh, I just chugged that whole thing.
Hey, it's getting hot around here, isn't
It
it?
sure is. And I've got a lot of caffeine coursing through me.
Yeah, it's the caffeine, right? They go I feel like I enjoyed that cigarette too much.
I'm feeling good. The world is my oyster. It's on fire. Or maybe no. I am actually on fire.
Wow.
Things you think you know. Right? So, yeah, I think another thing that just maybe us, I'm gonna write the script here for my movie. I'm finally getting around to it.
Great.
Okay?
You're an excellent writer, so.
Thank you very much. So could I have the title of this film that I'm writing?
My regrets.
My regrets. My regrets. Thank you very much. Okay, and of course, they're in my head. Makes perfect sense, right? 3 a.m. I pace back and forth, trying without success to come up with an answer to the horrible situation I find myself in with the neighbors upstairs. Actually, you know, we need, you can do it from your seat, but we just need the muffled voices of the neighbors upstairs. Can somebody show of hands? We have, anybody?
Yeah.
Go to it. I can't tell if they're making love or raising pigs or what they're doing. But desperate, I call to Henry.
Henry! Steven! Did you see the pigs going up the stairs? No, it's the pigs! They won't stop!
It's their revenge on us. We told them that we didn't like them having a cat, and now they brought cats, pigs.
I hear a dog!
That one's definitely a ferret.
Amazed at the sheer number of animals in this tiny little apartment building.
Is that a cow?
Suddenly I sheepishly long for simpler times, like when I was a boy and my mom and my dad would comfort me when I couldn't sleep at night.
Oh, how I long for simpler times, like when I was a boy, and my mom and dad would comfort me at night.
Just get under the covers.
Okay, little Steven.
What would you like us to read tonight?
Old MacDonald.
I know that one by heart.
Let's do it together.
My father, a man of action, shot that dog. That is a gentle improvising. That is a really gentle. He's not even going to aim a finger at the audience. Just. I really appreciate that. That was wonderful. And I want to thank each and every one of you animals out there who helped out so much with that scene. This is one of the stranger ones we've done, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. But that's a good thing.
A little bit.
That's a good thing. There is a thing that happens to actors. It's called the actor's nightmare. And it has happened to me, and it's happened to most actors that I know. Anybody who's really spent a significant amount of time performing in the theater probably will end up having this nightmare. You're on stage, you're naked, and you don't know your lines. And it's opening night, right? And it's a classic actor's anxiety dream. So we'd like to have somebody who is a fluent reader come up and join us to be the person who does know their lines. And
Or you're gonna?
Yeah, I'm gonna see. We've never done this before.
Oh.
We've never asked an
Your
audience
clothes
member
will
to
stay on.
volunteer.
Yes.
Now you know. Allie, why don't you and Jason both come on up, and we're going to have a, so is anybody interested in reading lines? Robin? Yeah? Great, okay. So I will get your script for you. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could I have a number between 1 and 7, please? 7. Okay, which direction do I want to go, is the question. Okay, that was unfair, because now it's become a magician's
3.
sport. 3. 1, 2, 3. The play is Lone Star by James McClure. And could you do me a favor? I'm just going to start flipping through the pages. Tell me when to stop.
Now.
Very good. There we are. And scene in.
Hey, I was thinking of going for a run. You wanna come?
It's alright. Tastes like shit though. I'm busy too. And it makes your breath stink. Even your fingers stink.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay, listen. I got the powder. I put it in my shoes. It's a lot better than it was.
I don't think so. I think I'll give it up. I don't want to get lung cancer.
Alright, quit being so dramatic. You're not gonna get cancer from my stinky feet.
Severe depression. There's either cigarettes or alcohol, and you know what alcohol does to me.
Alright, no, it's not because of that. I mean, I know. What are you saying? Because I have a couple beers after work, that's what makes my feet stink?
No, damn it, it's not about my wife. By the way, I resent the fact that you told Roy about my private sex life.
Listen, we've been roommates for like a couple years, and I can't help but notice certain things, you know.
I had a few questions, that's all. Just a few questions.
Okay. So, you have your life, I have mine, and we just share the space.
Frank, why won't you come home to me and the kids?
Damn book. Shit.
Oh, you're here with her again. We married and we have a family.
You know, I shouldn't be talking about this. I'm a Baptist and we don't just sit around talking about wives' sacred reproductive organs.
Well, they're sacred because they bore your 2 children, Frank. It's time to come home and... What is that smell?
Thank you, Robin. Nice job. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. I'll tell you. I was a little worried there for a second. I probably wasn't the only one, but that's all right. We made it through, as we so often do, because we're improvising, and what the heck. We do have some slips of paper.
We do we?
Yeah, Tom, once again, I haven't gotten to do much as an actor. Would you join me?
I would love to join
And our audience is actually the co-authors of the scene that we're about to do, right? I'm just gonna stock up here. All right, very good. I should have reminded myself to wear a shirt with a pocket, but this is okay. This will work just fine. So could we have a relationship between the 2 of us, please?
Father-son.
Father-son. Thank you.
Dad, school was terrible today.
Well, Jimmy, I want to back you, son, and I want to be in your corner, but my experience is that school's pretty much the same every day. It's what you bring to it that counts. Is there something on your mind?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, it's about your hat.
A lot of people have problems with my hat, Jimmy.
It's an odd shape, and the kids make fun of me because they're like, your dad's wearing that hat again. And I'm like, stop. They don't.
Jimmy, the 3-cornered hat is honored in American history. And I, for one, want to honor those patriots who've come before us who established this wonderful country of ours. Poor Olivia Newton-John.
She was pretty influential. You know, Grease is the first movie we saw together.
How could I ever forget that, Jimmy?
I'm just a big old baby boy, man. Just a big old baby boy.
Well, actually, Jimmy, I was hoping we could talk about that. You are getting a little old for elementary school.
What are you saying?
Jimmy, I'm saying that perhaps it's time to move on. Passengers, please buckle up and enjoy the ride.
That's what you said on my first day when I was getting on the school bus, and it was a terrible ride. All I could think about was, oh no, they killed Kenny, you bastard! That was traumatizing.
I know it was a trauma, but it was 17 years ago, son. And you're still in the 3rd grade. That is not a good thing. You may now kiss the bride and still be in the 3rd grade.
Well, I mean, I always had a crush on my 3rd grade teacher. That's why I never left. I should have told you sooner, Dad. I should have told you, Doctor, aren't you a doctor?
No, son, I wear a 3-corner hat.
But it looks like a doctor's hat.
The medieval doctor's hat had some similarity to it, but that's jacked up. It's not really the same. It's a different hat.
I mean, it's so big and...
Don't touch my hat, Jimmy.
I was just...
Bad things happen to people that touch my hat.
I was just wondering, where's the chapstick?
It's not in my hat, Jimmy.
Are you sure?
My hat is capacious, and it might fit a lot of things. In fact, it does.
What does capacious mean?
It has a lot of room for things.
Room. Okay.
Yes, capacious.
We didn't learn that word yet.
Like spacious. It rhymes with spacious. It's somewhat similar. Capacious, spacious. And that's why my mother doesn't speak to me anymore, because
of the hat!
No, because of the vocabulary, Jimmy, the vocabulary. I say things like capacious and I alienate people.
But you know what? I was talking to Grandma, and she told me, stop eating the crayons. And I was like, no! Everybody else does it.
Jimmy, you've got to grow up, son. Everybody else does it when they're 7. They don't do it when they're 43, for God's sake, lad. No, that belongs upstairs in your memories.
I mean, I'm just not good at memorizing stuff. Plaid is the new black.
Is that some sort of new math they're teaching you?
Well, we learned it in in art class. Plaid is the new black. I just thought you needed to know.
You spilled spaghetti everywhere.
Again? Oh, man. This is just not my day. Oh, did you not hear me? It's not my day.
Jimmy, I'm sorry, but it's never your day, son.
Why
and that's what
is
we
that?
Need to, because you have to grow up. You need to grow up. I am not going to be here forever to sign your papers when they come home from school and put your artwork on the refrigerator. I'm not, Jimmy. And my dog is never going to come home.
Not the dog!
You are amazing writers. As you can see, that was really incredible. Yeah. So I think maybe one more thing, and then we're going to take a quick intermission. Anything from the cast that you would just be absolutely crushed if we didn't do an act 1?
Like a Foursquare with like a couple of people.
Yeah.
See?
So 2 of you. And if we have, we have a lot of people who've studied, yes, right there, come on up. Right, I don't know who you are, but I see your hands. Okay, this is a big risk because who knows who those people are. I just saw their hands. That's wonderful. Okay, great. So come on up. Could we get your name, please?
I'm Rohan.
Rohan, pleasure to meet you. And
I'm Aiden.
Aiden.
Nice to meet you.
Excellent, nice to meet you. And yeah, we want to ask you to join, that's right. you might, something tells me you might have some familiarity with improv.
Oh, a little bit.
A little bit here and there, right? So you might call this pen left pen, right? We call it Foursquare. It's the same game. The idea here is this. There are 4 scenes. You will be in 2 of those 4 scenes, right? You'll be in a scene with Allie, and you'll be in a scene with Jason. You will be a scene with Jason and a scene with, isn't that amazing, Allie? The same thing. Okay, so could we have a relationship between the 2 people in the front, please?
Doctor and patient.
Doctor and patient, could you rotate now 1 to the right, that's stage right in front, very good. These 2 people have a long time secret that they have been keeping together. What is that secret?
Frogs,
Cowboys.
toenails in a jar.
Okay, the first thing I heard.
Oh, you have to.
I'll tell you exactly what I heard. I heard frogs and cowboys and toenails in a jar. Make it work.
Okay.
All right? Frogs and cowboys and toenails in a jar. 1 to the right, please. A room other than the bathroom in a house.
Basement.
Basement?
Basement. Yeah.
Basement, great. And 1 to the right. Finally, we have, Aiden has something roughly the size of a walnut. What is that?
Penny.
A penny. All right? So let's just review.
Okay, penny,
1 to the right,
doctor and patient.
right? 1 to the right.
Frogs, cowboys, and toenails in a jar.
Very good, very good. And 1 to the right.
Basement.
Basement.
Basement, yes.
Good. Yeah, no, let's go 1 to the left. I got to start with the frogs, cowboys, and so we have to see what happens here. So just begin your scene.
Yeehaw! Jethro, this frog rodeo's the best idea you ever come up with.
You gotta stop this. People are giving me weird looks. You can't be doing this in public. We're at the mall. And I'm holding the jar.
The jar of toenails that we're gonna use to lure the frogs.
It's not exciting. It's weird. My mom found it when I came home from school the other day.
1 to the right, please.
What are you doing in my basement?
Yo man, I thought this place looked pretty cool, right?
This is not a place for vagrants and vagabonds. I need you to leave my basement right now.
Through like the door of that little window. If the window's open, you should probably like nail it.
My heart.
See, this place is cool, man.
Right, please.
What's the fountain? This is where we met.
Do you have any pennies?
I don't.
That's okay.
1 to the right.
Hello. How have you been this year?
I've been great. How have you been?
You know what? Patients don't ask me that. Thank you for
This is the
asking.
problem. You've been delusional. I'm your doctor.
You were in a terrible accident.
You try to
2
recreate
to the left.
I need a pretty solid commitment, so can I go upstairs and like see what you got in the other rooms?
No! That's where the bodies are hidden.
Whoa, man. Okay, I'm getting this window open.
1 to the right.
Your magic tricks, they won my heart over.
You're the one that's magic. The only thing I wish for is if my mom didn't have cancer. But the hole that she left in my heart.
1 to the right.
As I was saying, what do you last remember?
Your last physical. I told you need to drop 15 pounds.
I am not the one who's terribly overweight here.
So, for our future, what do you see?
Well, the recall my experience as a child from my mom dying from cancer, is that I'm going to need you to fill that hole in my life.
Oh, I'm so glad we're talking about this now.
Couple of balls for you guys. Thank you very much. So, yeah, I need a break. We're just going to take like 8 to 12 minutes, something like that. There are 2 bathrooms, one immediately outside the curtain and one right here. And you all have your phones. The snack bar is open. You're going to be okay. All right. We'll see you in 10 or 12 minutes. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. Applaud yourselves. So, you know, this format, the water is fine, came up because a lot of folks over the years indicated that that's sort of like this is what they thought an improv show was, where the audience was really doing a lot of the on-stage stuff. Most of our shows, the audience might do a little, but not to this extent. There's all different kinds of improv. Tomorrow night's format is called The Long and Short of It, and it should be called The Short and Long of It, because Act 1, we do short form improv, like you've been seeing here, little short things. And then Act 2 is long form improv, which is longer things. That's the technical explanation of the whole thing. Thank you very much. Thank you. And if you're intrigued by all this, I highly recommend Monday nights. We have something called Workout Night, 7 to 9 p.m. It is sort of an ongoing drop-in class with no pre-planned agenda whatsoever. I usually teach it, and I usually look at who's there and then design the class based on who's in the room and what they might need or what people might want to work on. It's cheap. It's full price is $10, or if you are a teacher or a student or a vet or active military or a first responder or broke, it's $5. And if you're really broke, it's free, and we mean that because we like sharing this stuff. We also have some more formal classes coming up. There's a 101 class, a 4-week class coming up soon. And for those of you who have some improv experience, long form improv class starting on the 13th, I think, next weekend? Next week. So lots happening. You can find out all about it at mopco.org. Please do not, please sir, don't go to mopco.com. It's a very bad place. All right, mopco.org. And I have talked long enough. We should applaud that. So I need somebody who can sit right in their seat, and their only job is to ding this bell. I will explain. Aha! This young person who I've never seen before. It's amazing. Absolutely. This is the bell. So here's the deal. The game is you got taller. Amazing thing. It's an ongoing relationship with people in the audience. They get taller. Sometimes they get more wrinkled. But they always change. They always change. So this is called sing-a-ding-ding, okay? And your job is to ding that bell when you want to switch the dialogue from spoken to sung. You can do it in the middle of a word. I think you've got the idea. Yes, I do, and I'll sing until you ding. Again. Just like that. I don't know what you're laughing about. Serious business. Thank you. Good. Okay. So, who wants to do this? Tom and
Michael Burns?
Sure. I'll do that.
All right.
Okay. All right. You guys will be on deck in case we need somebody in. Right? So, what do you want to ask for, Tom?
Whatever delights you.
Oh my gosh! Everything tonight. Everything delights
How
me.
about something that delights them? What is something that delights you?
Rainbows.
Puppies.
Rainbows
I heard rainbows, puppies, and ice cream.
and ice cream.
Being born out of wedlock.
Well, for a bastard child, it's cheerful.
Sure is.
I really think that once we get it a puppy, it'll be even more happy. This child here.
Well, I just can't believe that we found it here at the end of the rainbow. Like, who leaves a child at the end of a rainbow?
Well, you don't know much about Ireland.
I really don't know anything about Ireland, so please tell me, educate me.
Well, it is, after all, my ancestral home.
Is it really?
I've never been there myself, but it is said, you know, in the books it says that the leprechauns will leave a child at the end of the rainbow if they don't have gold, for it's very expensive to raise a kid.
So I was just thinking that because, yeah, I'd be happy with a pot of gold. I don't know if I'd be so happy with a child because children are nothing but problems. Yes, children are pain.
I know what you mean.
Right?
Yeah. Now this child, for example, will probably grow up less happy than he seems right now. He may have issues having been left.
Well, I mean, not really. I mean, I don't even see a mom around, so it's just here. Wait, are we supposed to build this child up and take care of him for his whole life?
Well, you know what they say. Once you save somebody, they are your responsibility forever, so we have choices. We could just walk away, which would be terrible, leaving this child here in the forest at the end of the rainbow. It would starve to death, probably.
But I mean, if it was a little bigger, it could like forage for food and stuff. Like maybe we only have to keep it for a little while. And then we could just walk away. I say just walk away. This kid is, once it's like 2 or 3, I feel like we're good.
Well, that's the Irish way. For the record, I am indeed Irish, and I certainly did not mean any disrespect to it.
Was that child you, Michael?
There was an element of psychodrama in the whole thing. I think I need to go. No, I had a wonderful childhood. And I grew up in Binghamton, New York, so I never saw a rainbow. It was just clouds. Constantly. So.
Speedy Ribbit.
What? Speedies, yeah. You bet. Yeah. That's a weird thing if you're not from there. Speedies, yeah! That's tremendous. We have Binghamton experts in the crowd, folks. Yeah, great. I think maybe we'll get a couple more volunteers. We did arms through, but I'd love to see a round of puppets too. Right? So, yeah, you two, that's perfect. We need 2 volunteers. Again, let me give some other people a chance. Can we get a little house? And let's see if 2 people want to. Right here, I haven't seen you up here yet. And anybody else?
Yeah, I'm
right here. Beautiful.
All right.
All right. And what's your name?
Raghav.
Raghav, thank you for helping us out. And
I'm Jeff.
Jeff, thank you for helping us out. Can we give Raghav and Jeff? All right, if you guys step forward a little bit, Jeff, we'll put you right over here with Allie, and Raghav, you're going to be working with Jason. Now here's the deal. This is called puppets. It really probably should be called action figures, because puppets, I always think of something kind of dangly. But in the case of this game, if you move part of these improvisers, they will stay where you move them until the next time you move them. Okay, you can go back to neutral. And you are basically supplying the movement, the blocking, the physical score for the scene. They can say anything they want, but without your help they can't move. You're probably wondering, how do I make them walk? It's a very simple tap. On the back of the knee is 1 step. You can try that. Go ahead, and go ahead. Nice and gentle, not as gentle. There you go.
I didn't know if there was urgency involved.
No, we really do want to remind you that these are actually human beings. And if you break them, you have to pay so much money to get them fixed. So, good. If you want them to turn their head, just very gently do that. You know, anything. In fact, if you want them to point, you would actually, you know, make the fingers point. You follow?
Gotcha.
You are responsible for all the movement. So, please also, seriously, don't bend them in a way that the human body doesn't want to bend, right? And never ever have them hit each other. Never get them wet or feed them after midnight. I'm sorry, I just skipped into another script altogether. Okay, so you got this? Good. We're going to help our puppeteers out by giving them a measured amount of time to just start the scene off. Please make sure they can't see each other, but you're going to put them in a couple of interesting positions. Just move them while the audience and I serenade you with the final verse of the Jeopardy theme song. Right? Da, 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 Great. And scene in.
Are you sure we're supposed to be pushing this boulder up the hill? It keeps rolling back.
I think so. Listen, my fortune cookie said that if we work hard, we will accumulate great treasure.
All right, I'm gonna keep pushing.
All right, I'm letting my hand have a little rest.
Well, that's good because I'm pausing you. Okay, now I'm gonna push for real.
All right, here we go. Ready?
This boulder shrank a lot.
Awesome! Wow! Oh man! Oh man! I can't believe it's a magic boulder. Who knew?
Oh, a magic boulder. All right, Louise, make a wish. I'm gonna pray to it. You make a wish.
Okay. I wish for $1 million.
Whoa! Look at that coming from the sky.
Whoa! Is it? Ow! It's money, but it's quarters?
Oh no! I'll hit them out of the way.
I'm just gonna shake my arms just a little bit. I guess I kind of like the sensation. I'm just gonna let them all hit. It's exfoliating, you know?
Yeah, and I could really use these for a washing machine scene.
Whoa! Okay, it stopped. Okay, good. Now, all right. So I guess we're just gonna gather up as many.
Put them in your pockets. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, just gonna.
There's piles of them. They're not even close to the ground.
Got it in my hands. Put them in my pockets. One after another. Wow. Oh man.
I'm Scrooge McDuck here. Check it out.
Yes! Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Good. I'm glad you had fun. That's the whole point of Rocket. Thank you very much. Wow. I didn't bring these out. Stall for 10 seconds. I got to duck behind this curtain and grab us 4 props. Stall. Talk to us. Just 10 seconds, really.
What is going on?
What is going on?
It's okay. Don't panic.
What is going on?
Oh my goodness, Tom.
Yes?
I have to tell you a secret.
Tell
There we
me.
go. Here, this one for you.
Michael will be here with something
I'm
soon.
here now. Good. You can stop now.
Oh, good.
Thank God.
Oh.
Here we go. See, I meant just 10 seconds.
Oh, great. Okay.
So, it's summer camp.
It is.
It is summer camp. We are the counselors, and it is story time. Can we have like 95% of these lights out? Just the dimmest bit of light left. So if you bring them down to, I mean, really 95%. That's about 30. We want to just go almost nothing, even that one. Just keep them coming down. Keep them coming down. You'll never find them again, but that's okay. That's perfect. Could we have the name of the story that we, the camp counselors, are about to tell, please?
The Tale of the Whispering Wind.
You notice how shy Robin is. The Tale of the Whispering Wind.
Once upon a time, around a lake, very much like this one, there was a camp, very much like this one, where the wind whistled all day and night.
There was a young camper named Bobby. Looked not so different from you right there. And Bobby said, I don't have to wear my coat when I go outside. It's not that windy. But just then, a loud crash, a bang. And it seemed as if the sun was setting for eternity. And Bobby sat there and shuddered. Oh no, I should have worn my coat!
Suddenly it was nighttime and the stars were shining. That didn't work as well as I hoped. Ooh. The wind was blowing the stars around.
Bobby said, I only know how to navigate by stars. How will I find the camp again? He struggled, walking through the woods with very little direction, and then he heard the call of
The ghost counselor. Ooh, don't eat the glue.
But
Your
Bobby-
popsicle stick house doesn't need so much glue.
Oh, okay, but Linda, that's not going to work in the story because they're going to still eat the glue. Okay, but go ahead.
And then, just as he rounded the bend near the old oak tree,
They saw Old Ben.
Not Old Ben!
Aye, Old Ben.
I'm just the old director of the camp. I don't know why kids are so scared of me.
But the kids were scared, Ben, because you've been dead for 27 years.
Okay, I guess that's understandable.
The kids were terrified, and they tried to run away.
How is old Ben still running after us? He's so old his body parts should have fallen off, but they were held together by the glue!
Thank you. And now Sean is frantically saying, what the hell did I do? That's okay. You're doing great. You can see us right now? Yeah, good. That's excellent. Okay. So, I'm going to change a thing, which will surprise my
That
actors.
is so weird.
Yeah, I know. It's so
Ladies and gentlemen, this has never happened before.
No. I'm not going to change it at all. So we're going to do a little slideshow. We need probably 5 or 6 actually volunteers to come up, and your job is going to be to move and then stop moving. It's as simple as that. I see a hand right back there. Can I get a little house so I can see others? There's 1, there's 2. Yeah, just keep coming up until there's like enough of you, right? And there's Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Michael.
So good to see you. Yay! Yes, Sarah! So Sarah is a former member of the Mop and Bucket Company who had just had to go off and have kids and stuff like that. Never forgave her. Never forgave her for that.
Not disputing that at all.
I love my children.
I know you do.
They're so
buzzkill.
And forgive
I'm a
me.
buzzkill.
I'm a buzzkill. Remind us of your name.
Dylan.
Dylan. We could use like 3 or 4 more folks. Really, all you have to do is.
All right,
Come on, Tim!
Somebody, great. One more.
Uno más.
Come on, Robin.
There we are. So the name of the game is Slideshow. And once upon a time there were things called slides. But now, of course, there are iPhones and stuff. It's the same idea though. People go on vacation, they take a whole bunch of pictures, and then they want to terminally bore their friends and relatives with kind of a recitation of what the pictures meant and why they took them and so forth. So you are going to be the slides, all right? And when I turn my back, you're going to move, hopefully in very different and creative ways, really change the shape of your bodies, get larger, get smaller, get changed, etc. When I say freeze, you will freeze in the position you're in. I'll turn around and look, and then explain to the audience what you represent. Got it? So it's an easy gig for you. All you have to do is move and stop moving. Yes? Are you laughing at me again, Sarah? No, not you. Never. Okay, great. Where did I go on vacation recently?
Barbados.
Madagascar.
Madagascar. We'll honor that this time. Because I know you were very disappointed before. So, go ahead. You're going to start? So, a vacation to Madagascar, I'm not even going to go into the flight. It was very, very long, and I was kind of regretting it. As we got off the plane there at the airport in Madagascar, freeze, a lot of the native wildlife had taken over the tarmac. And there were a couple of airport workers, there's one right there, trying to chase them away, but to no avail. I mean, I don't even know what they are. They're these, kangaroo-type creatures and so forth. One enterprising young person was grabbing bamboo shoots to feed them, and I think he was going to trap them and ship them off someplace, I'm not sure, but very clever. And as for the rest, they were just terrorizing the airport. I didn't realize that was a big problem in Madagascar. Go ahead. So we left the airport, got to the hotel. I was very excited because it was a luxury resort, one of those great places, freeze. And unfortunately, there was a labor dispute at the hotel. So we had to book different accommodations. Go ahead. And so, we went looking for really a place to stay. Here we are in Madagascar. I don't even know what language they speak in Madagascar, much less whether or not I speak it. But there we were, and freeze. There was, however, a funeral. It was a family thing. And you know how families either come together or get split apart when there's a death in the family? This one clearly was being split apart. There was no question about it, except for this one teenage kid who was just obsessed with the feet of the deceased. Darndest thing I ever saw. It might be a custom from the island, I'm not sure. Go ahead, move. So far, it wasn't really a very restful vacation, although I felt that I was learning a great deal. It was a noisy one. Freeze. We did get to take a folk dance class, which was challenging. The steps were very difficult. I fell down, but I was fine. The ground was soft and everything. It was really kind of fun. I couldn't really stop giggling when I fell down. And go ahead. So after the folk dance class, I was kind of re-energized. The jet lag was better and everything, and freeze. Went to find something to eat. Now, there was a theme restaurant where you had to throw things up into a tree until you knocked down fruit. And then they would cook the meat with the fruit that you were able to knock down. I found out this had nothing to do with local custom. This was just a sadistic chef who liked to. All right, give it up. He's wonderful. Thank you so much. Hey, everybody wants one. Ah, they don't want them. See, I can't even give them away. Here you go. There's one for you. Absolutely.
Oh,
Yes.
stress ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stress ball. Yes. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you for your help. That was great. I'll tell you. I don't know, I love my job so much. A vacation seems like a, like, oh, I'm kidding, I really need a vacation. That's cool. You know what?
We don't.
No, you don't, because neither do I. I think it's time maybe just for another scene. You want to just come up and in the wings, just in case? We don't know what's going to happen. Just an improvised scene. Why don't we start with one of these?
We should start with one of those.
These have been very good to us so far. So we'll start with one of these lines. Okay, don't let us down. You're the apple of my eye. I mean, you really are, Jerry. And I've watched you grow up from a wee little tadpole, and here you are. You made it to 4th grade.
Uncle Josh, you're too much.
Oh,
Stop.
no, really.
Embarrassing me.
I'm sorry, I don't want to embarrass you. But just the whole family is so proud of you.
Really?
Yeah.
Even Aunt Barb?
Except for Aunt Barbara.
I don't like her anyway. She gives me like pencils for Christmas.
Aunt Barb has had a tough time. Okay? She really has.
What do you mean?
She's had a lot of disappointments in life.
You talking about Uncle Ben?
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean, that one man represents so many disappointments.
Yeah.
I could
You
listen,
could.
but you're a child, and I don't want to.
Thank you for sheltering me.
But, I mean, you look at the man and you can understand that it would be hard being married to Uncle Ben.
It really would. What about...
Oh, no.
Hey, it's us. Oh.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness, are
here,
you okay?
Here, Barb, I cleared the way for you, Barb.
Ben, you nincompoop!
Here you go.
Hi, Aunt Barb.
You can just see it.
Jerry, get your Aunt Barbara a Cosmo.
Okay, what's coming up, Aunt Barb?
Uncle Ben, good to see you.
Hey, Josh.
Really nice to see you. I'm so glad you guys surprised us with a visit.
Joshy, I'm so glad you still have some of your hair.
Yeah, it's still hanging in there. Such as it is. Yeah.
Here you go, Aunt Barb.
Just one.
Just the way you like it.
Week.
Yeah.
You know I like extra vermouth.
Just,
So we're a little low on the vermouth, Aunt Barb.
Oh, it's
You
okay.
didn't know?
I brought.
Oh, God.
Faster, Benny. Ugh.
Thank you for
Uncle
the
Ben,
pencils.
You want a seat? You can have a seat.
Can I? Do you mind if I?
Fine.
It's kind of pot luck. We didn't know you were coming,
No,
or we
I
would have made a nice meal.
Didn't know.
Of course you didn't know. It's Benny's birthday.
It is, unfortunately.
Uncle Ben, it's your birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I don't want to take too much. I don't want to be like the center of attention or anything.
Well, you sort of are, Uncle Ben. I mean, it's your birthday,
Blah, blah, blah. Did you make a cake or not?
I think we have some Twinkies.
Pop-Tarts?
Pop-Tarts, maybe?
Those things last for 100,000 years. Did you know that?
You think Twinkies too? I'm gonna check.
Wait,
the
don't leave me!
No, you
I
got
got
it.
Pop-Tarts that your grandfather brought over from Ireland.
Oh, yeah. They found him as a baby. It's a whole thing. Oh.
So, Uncle Ben, what'd you do for your birthday?
Well, It's been a very nice day, to be honest. I woke up, I made your Aunt Barb breakfast in bed.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Breakfast on the bed, it's more like crumbs everywhere.
Oh, that's...
I think the Pop-Tarts stay together better when they're toasted, but she prefers them raw.
Yeah. Okay, so then like, what happened next? Did you like go somewhere or like do something fun?
Hey, I found some Twinkies and a candle.
Oh, here.
What are you doing with a lighter?
I don't know. I found it. It's a present for Uncle Ben. Here you go, Uncle Ben. Here's a lighter.
Jerry, are you hanging out with those bad kids again? I saw something on the news about gangs. You're in a gang, aren't you?
You always say that.
Jerry's only in 4th grade. I don't think he's gang involved to any great extent.
Those are the worst gangs. I saw them in my day, those little rascals. They should all be in prison.
That was a series of comic movies, Aunt Barb.
I thought it was a documentary.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Aunt Barb.
Uncle Ben, sorry. Oh, Uncle Ben, happy birthday.
Twinkie time, hurry up. Oh my God, you got the filling everywhere. Oh.
You didn't even blow out the candle. Be careful.
Happy birthday to me!
Yeah. I have an idea. Let's play a birthday game.
Yeah, games are great.
Yeah.
You want to play a game?
What is it?
Is it called Refill My Cosmo? Because if not, I'm out.
I'm gonna take a stress ball for that one.
You know, there's a thing here. It's like it's holiday in so many different faiths, and here you all are in this former strip club that's an improv theater, and there's like this this family vibe in the air that I'm really like enjoying very much. It's like Mopco and its audience presents the underside of family life. Keep up the good work, folks. This is fantastic. Good. So, I enjoyed that immensely. I think it's time to get some more help, though, from the audience. So you,
we definitely need help.
You know what? We really just need one person here. Can I get some house again? By the way, please, John on the camera, Shauna on the board, and Jimmy over in the switches. Yeah. And we have this amazing culture of volunteers and students who all work together to make this place happen, and I really am very grateful for them. But enough about them. Anybody here grow up in a family? Is that all? 4 people? Yeah. Okay, you grew up in a family. So what I'm wondering is if somebody who did grow up in a family would like to just answer some simple questions about having dinner when you were a kid growing up with your family. That's all that you come up on. Oh, right here, I haven't heard from you. Would you come up, please?
Sure.
That's great. Okay, very good. So, we're going to, that's wonderful. Oh, thanks for the help, Tom. We're going to go right over here, okay? And I'm going to, oh man, you are on it. Tom Muller, folks. Yeah. I'm going to give you this, and I'm going to have a seat right here, and you can sit with me. The reason I'm giving you that bell is you're going to use it, not sing-a-ding-ding, a different thing.
Okay.
Okay. What's your name?
Cassidy.
Cassidy.
Yes.
3 syllables, Cassidy. Okay, great. And what we're going to do is this. We're going to act out dinner with your family when you were a kid. Okay, now, you don't have to tell us much of anything. All we need from you are names, maybe ages of the people or perhaps pets, the beings who were there, right?
Big family.
Big family? Oh.
We might need some help.
Yeah, we might need some help. Jonathan and Shauna, are gonna help out, and Rachel wants to help out too, I can tell that she does. Yes, she does, you see that, I never do that. These are actually improvising people, so I wouldn't just call an audience member out that way, that would be wrong. Okay, and we'll make do, okay?
Okay.
All right, when you think of growing up in your family, having dinner, what age pops up in your head?
12.
12, okay. So this is your cast. Who would you like to play you at 12, Cassidy?
Me at 12. You check this out, yeah.
Right? Shauna, okay.
Shauna.
Is Cassidy age 12? Who else would have been there?
Like my siblings wise?
Whoever else would have been at the table, or eating, wherever that was.
Big family, so 1 of 6. So you're me, older brother Jack.
That's, okay, Jonathan is, and when you were 12, how old was Jack?
13.
13, okay, great. Who else?
Megan, age 14. You're just the next tallest, I think.
Okay, right?
Younger sister, Bailey, who
Okay, now wait, Megan is Allie in the aqua shirt, is that right? Or is it Tom in the black shirt?
Tom.
Okay,
Clearly
Tom,
me.
Megan, I'm sorry.
Come on.
Sorry. And then Allie is who?
Bailey, my younger sister.
Bailey, great. Were there any parents hanging out at this?
Yeah, my mom, Terry, Jerry. Terry? Jerry?
Great, okay. So there were probably more, but can we ride
Yeah, we're
with that? We're good? Okay, can you guys, just so we make sure you remember, name and if it's appropriate, the age?
Megan, forgot the age.
14.
14.
Megan, 14.
Bailey, younger.
What, 8, 9?
11.
11. Great.
Terry, is it your mom? Or?
Mom.
Okay, great.
Mom, Terry.
Jack, 13.
Cassidy, 12.
Jerry.
Dad.
Dad. Yeah. Already acting like a dad.
I'll be there.
Okay, cool. So here's what you do with the bell. We're gonna try to enact this. If one of the actors says or does something that's just right, give the bell a ding. Go ahead, just rehearse that just like that. They probably will do a fair number of things that aren't, because that's all the information we have. When they get it wrong, just give the universal buzzer of disapproval. Ah. No, that's wow. Awesome. Okay, so do that one more time. The yeah, just like that. Perfect. And the bell is, they got it just right.
Okay.
Good? Okay, so let's get everybody off, and to the best of our ability, dinner at Cassidy's.
Kids, come down for
Okay, so
dinner.
is that right? Or
Kids, get your butts in here. These kids are so lazy sometimes.
is that right?
Oh, what are we having?
I made a lasagna.
Is that right? So slow it down, one offer at a time. Try that again. Try that again.
I brought some McDonald's. It's gotta be eaten fast sometimes, okay? Take a seat.
McDonald's again, yay.
I love McDonald's.
Is that correct? I think it is. Yes.
All right, Cassidy, I know you don't like it as much, but I do love you so. It's food, just eat it. Oh my God, what's wrong?
Cassidy, were you in my room again? Duh.
Is that right, Bill?
Gross, stay out.
Mom, people keep taking my clothes again.
Take a seat. You each get 4 McNuggets. Where is your father?
Oh, Terry, McDonald's again.
I know, right?
Whatever, I like McDonald's.
Yeah, I love it.
See, everybody loves it except for Miss. I have to have 3 syllables in my name. All right, Jerry, I got this shake for us to share.
Can I take it back to my room?
All right.
I gotta get you a stress ball. Thank you, Shauna. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. Thank you so much. What a tremendous thing. Well, there are some things that are just universal, right? It's amazing. I think you're talking about ending with gibberish. So who did you have in mind? You too. All right, which one of you is going to be sent into the soundproof lobby?
That's me.
All right, so yeah, we're just about almost out. We got one more thing for you, and we've sent Allie out into the soundproof lobby. And Jason, you want to take it from there?
Oh, sure. So I had this incredible, amazing day, which you're going to help me recount, and I am going to tell that day to my good friend Allie, using my skills of gibberish and space work, pantomime, and stuff like that.
What's gibberish?
Gibberish is a nonsense sounds and no recognizable language. It can be sound effects, any other kind of sounds. It kind of could sound like a language, but it's not a recognizable language. All right. So you're going to help me put together this day. So I had an amazing day. Where did I start this day?
Stewart's.
At Stewart's. All right, so I started my day at Stewart's, but the amazing thing is what happened to me at Stewart's that wouldn't usually happen at a Stewart's.
Pound $5.
What was that? What was that?
Pound $5.
Found $5. Okay, so miraculous. So I found $5 at Stewart's, but even more amazing than that, who did the $5 belong to?
Jim Carrey.
Did you say Kanye West?
Yes.
Okay, so I was in Stewart's, I found $5, it belonged to Kanye West. So when I gave the money back to Kanye, what happened to him?
He imploded.
Turn into a fish.
There are children around. All right, wait, what was that in the back there?
He imploded.
He imploded, of course. Not exploded. He imploded. And then what happened to me after Kanye imploded?
You took his cool
I turned into a fish. Okay, so just to recount, I was at Stewart's. I found $5. It turned out to be Kanye West's $5. I gave it back to him. He imploded, and I turned into a fish. Does that sound about right? Yeah. Good. So now we can welcome Allie back in the room. Let's call out, hey, Allie. Hey. All right.
Jason, how's it going? Oh, you ordered coffee? You got ice cream. You were in the ice cream truck? Okay, you're in a truck or a car. Okay. Yes.
Oh, bing, 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 ding.
Oh
Go.
Okay, at the gas station. Yes.
Whoop.
You're at 7-Eleven.
Oh.
A different brand of convenience store.
Go.
The gas station that has ice cream. I don't know. I know. Oh, it's Stewart's. What'd you see?
Mosquito. Oh. Oscar. Oscar.
You found $1?
Ah.
You found $5? And then you had to give your $5 bill to someone? Jason, you had to give your $5 bill to a famous rapper. There are a couple. It's not Snoop Dogg. Okay, so it's a rapper who has some parts that are shaped like that. Okay, it's a rapper who's married. Okay, you've made that part clear. Okay, so the person is a rapper who is married. No, maybe it's someone who's married to a rapper. Okay, is it a rapper who has been controversial lately? Okay, is it potentially Kanye West? Okay. Oh, Kanye asked for the $5 bill. Okay, so you gave it to him? Kanye West got the $5 bill and turned into. Kanye West imploded. Oh, and then upon seeing Kanye West implode, you turned into a worm. Fishing? Oh, a fish? You turned into a fish?
That's all we got for you tonight. Thank you so much, every single one of you. Thank you. And Jason and Tom, my name's Michael, and if you had a good time tonight, please help us out. Hit social media or even actually talk to people. Tell them it's a nice place to come and you had a good time. If you didn't, just shut up, please. Thank you. Thank you. Good night, everybody.